Hey guys, and welcome to a change of venue. I'm in the laundry room doing my chores and stuff. So I just saw my window of opportunity to go and sit here for a bit and do pretty much nothing important other than just playing this one friendly. And yeah, I realize my voice might sound a bit funny in here, being a laundry room and stuff, but I wanted to show you these 10 days before the match because I just selected the team. And basically, I guess I'll be talking a lot about the individual players during the course of the World Cup. So I'm not going to go into that a whole lot, but you guys have the opportunity to write me on Twitter and I'll provide you with screenshots or whatever. Because, well, as you guys know, we've qualified for the World Cup and this is the final World Cup squad, 22 players. And unlike the other times we qualified for major tournaments, then this time I've taken a really long and good peek into the database and made a spreadsheet with the potentials of the players that some of these players are regens of, and also their big occasion. If you don't know, you probably know. If you're watching this, then I guess you know. But anyway, big occasion is a stat that will determine how well they play in like really important matches. And I don't know if all internationals count as important matches in some way, but World Cup matches must do. But anyway, these players, when I had to make the decisions, the important decisions, then the big occasion was pretty important, along with the potential. If I had, like for example, for this guy, Damon Ramasot, he's supposed to be the regen of Big Nev, like I talked about a few times, Neville Southall. And I'm hoping he can reach his potential in this World Cup. And maybe he can't, but then that'll be like an interesting experiment, right? And that's part of why I'm doing this, not only to achieve a lot of success with Wales, because that's been the thing in the other tournaments, the big tournaments we've played. So this time around, it's really about seeing if the regens will perform, and also, what did I want to say? I think I started this sentence by wanting to tell you guys two things that would be interesting and that determined which players I selected. So the other thing was obviously, right, secret positions. I looked for those in the database as well. And a few players actually, I ended up not choosing them because of poor, what's it called, dirtiness. I mean, players that have a lot of temper and could be tempted to maybe perform some not very fair play. This guy's one of them. I chose him anyway because of his great morale and influence and stuff, but he does play dirty. Right, and same goes for one of our heroes actually, Carl Davies. Pretty temperamental guy and can also be a bit unfair apparently. But this is the current formation, and that's because they're all set to play the first 23. I think I wanted to change that. What was I thinking? To play the first match the first friendly before the World Cup. So, Page, very low influence. God damn it, Robert. So, did I even want Page playing that? I think I switched something. Yeah, I had this Pennock guy. I'll just try him in the middle. And I won't make Page the captain right now because very poor morale and 20 influence. I don't think that's a good idea for that match. But anyway, yes, what I wanted to say from the beginning is now I'm pressing done, and what always happens is my experience is that I'll end up getting some kind of injury right before, right after team selection, after squad selection, and before the actual World Cup. So, you guys, right, so we got Toshe. Yeah, the two players. Oh, that guy. I didn't select him, did I? I don't think I did. Or I didn't. Or if I had, then it would have the message with me being able to swap him with another player. But anyway, so Man United win the FA Cup. Oh yeah, and I didn't do the whole update thing with the different leagues. Bobby Gold, that's not me. Obviously my name is Bobby Gold in this save game, because that's the way you get to be the international manager from the beginning of the game, is select that international team and then write the name of the actual international manager at the time. Just wanted to show you real quick. We've got the Premier Division won by Man United, and I think they won it again now. In York and Kidderminster and Newcastle, we've got Welsh players in all of those teams, but especially in York. But they didn't survive in the Premier Division competition history. Yeah, Man United 3 times winners now after 3 years where they didn't win anything. So mostly the same 4 teams right here. So Division 1, West Bromwich Albion. That's pretty cool because we've got Carl Davies playing in West Bromwich Albion, and I guess he's doing all right. One of the star players anyway. And also Chester. Someone is playing in Chester, right? This guy. But he was actually, and Superb, he's been playing really well, so I was close to selecting him, but then I noticed his dirtiness, and that doesn't look very good. I don't want a red card in the first match or anything like that. So, Division 2, league table, so on. This is not very interesting. But anyway, in the European competition, Barcelona won that one again. Cup Winners' Cup, I think that was an English team. Nope, that's Real Madrid. Then it's the UEFA Cup. And it's not one of the 4 that I just showed you in the Premier Division. It's actually Arsenal. But really not much success for any Welsh players, if you don't count Ryan Giggs having won the league again. And then, well, I guess John Oster might share in the celebrations with the rest of the team. Oh shit, already, the shortlisting. Because you might remember that John Oster, he was transferred from Aston Villa, was it? Pretty sure it was. Where he'd been playing for a long time and actually holding his own against some pretty big names in international football. I mean, as attacking midfielders and wingers and stuff, still getting playing time, and well, he did get his fair share of playing time in this season as well, but I guess sort of being like somewhere between a backup and a rotation player made him want to switch to find another club, but or maybe it was something with his contract. I don't know. Anyway, he was sold to Man United, but apparently they just needed a backup guy to never use, and that's a shame. So hopefully he can just play an awesome World Cup, even though he doesn't have a lot of what's it called? Well, a lot of recent matches anyway, so he probably won't be in the best of form. But you know how it is in Championship managers. Sometimes they just perform anyway. They'll be in great form, even though they haven't really played any matches. Some players will still be like in excellent form and with good morale and everything. So this, while you're watching all of the clubs, finding out which players they want, you might as well see the rotation of my laundry. It's about as interesting. But right now, the transfer thing, clubs who they are interested in is over, and like I predicted, I didn't select this guy, but now he's probably getting picked up by Carlisle. Mark Morris looks really good, gave him a cap, and he didn't play well, but anyway, he's the regen of that guy whose name I don't remember. So probably if I remember to edit it in to the video, then you might see that name right over there in the bottom left corner of that screen. So it's the 29th of May, and my match was 30th, right? No terrible injuries yet, and I really hope we can avoid those. They can happen during the friendly, of course, but let's see what happens, and let's not panic. Don't panic, you guys. Yeah. So, no, thank you. And now that you saw the job offers, it made me remember that regarding manager jobs, I'm not keeping this one. I think I told you guys this is going to be my last one as Wales manager. But anyway, I am probably going to continue this save in some form. I'm a bit sorry that this is not the right version of the game. It's the one where I can't get a larger, what's it called, salary, like a wage, money for wages. Oh, wait a sec. Someone might be coming in, and I'll just pretend to not be here. Anyway, because it's a laundry room. I live in a flat, right? So, but anyway, I'm gonna play this match now. I don't think anyone's coming in, by the way. But I don't want to be the weird guy who's sitting here making YouTube videos, even though I am. So just pretend like I'm not here, alright, if someone comes in. Anyway, I'm gonna try this with this formation. And I just have to look at it for a bit just to think, am I trying anything interesting? Well, I don't really know. I think nothing interesting except this guy, Cornforth. I don't know who he might be a regen of, but he's the Welsh player, the Welsh goalkeeper with the biggest salary, now that we talk wages. And also, he's playing alright for Bristol Rovers, and is one of the only goalkeepers getting playing time. Normally, like for example in the last big tournament, the Euros, we used Damon Jarman. He has 25 caps. He's been playing well enough for us, but not a lot of matches for Newcastle. And he gets 2,000 pounds a week. I don't know why that should matter, but anyway, he's not as valuable as this guy. And I haven't given him any caps. So I thought instead of selecting that Morris guy that at the time hadn't signed for a club, then I'm just going with Cornforth. And let's get this going. So I'm just hoping for no injuries and better morale, and hopefully a goalkeeper that can get in the way of goals like that one. So, yes. So Andy Davies, hopefully his morale can improve, because it really has been lousy this whole season for Andy Davies. The other Davies. Yes. Another one for Andy. Could have been another one for Carl right there. And that's halftime. So, David Hughes playing well. That goalkeeper not so much. Pinnock? Not really impressing, is he? But let's just see what happens. Just let them play. Then probably for the next match I'll just field the 11 players that I think might be the ones that I'm going to start with. So that's a hat trick from Andy Davies, and that's pretty cool. So maybe we should just get him off the pitch and let John Hartson, or I don't know. Yeah, I'll just get John Hartson on. Why not? See what happens. Okay, so who's tired, guys? Pinnock and Pugh. Okay, so let's get Robert Page back, and probably Steve Jenkins. If he's 2 caps, I'll just try this Lee Freestone guy, because whoops, I know something you don't know about him. Whoops, this is really annoying. So the thing you do when you play this on the phone, is don't do that stuff. Don't substitute this guy for the spare goalkeeper. Like that, that's the first substitution. Done, yes. Dave Pugh said as captain, no thank you. So then I want to get this guy out and leave Freestone. He can actually, he's Mark Pembridge, and he's very versatile apparently. So you can also play as a central midfielder, as a defensive midfielder, and even as in this position. So I'll let him do that. I'm a roller in the middle, why not? And the captain, of course, should be probably, why not just Robert Page, even though he's very low. So we might, that might cheer him up, I don't know. Guy, what the hell? I'll just give him all 90 minutes. See what he can do, if anything. No. Or will I? Yeah, I will. Right. Yes, another goal. Another victory. It's Carl Davies. So 5 goals from the brothers. Hartson with a bad foul. Still no injuries for Welsh players. So that's a success. And 9 ratings for 4 of our players. I'll take that. That's pretty cool, even though this goalkeeper guy, Cornforth, he didn't really impress in his debut. And, well, one of the things I almost always do when experimenting with goalkeepers like this, then almost the first thing that I do when leaving the match day screen is to change him, because otherwise I'll forget. I'll just focus entirely on all the outfield players. So German, his form is alright, I guess, and he has superb morale, and we know that he's an okay goalkeeper. This guy is definitely the 3rd choice, but I'm going with this one. 24 years old, and according to the database, if I'm not mistaken that this guy is the regenerated Neville Southall, then he should have a potential of 195 out of 200. So if I don't try that now, then I guess I'll never get around to trying it. So, but he did play terribly for Port Vale. I checked, and he actually played 2 matches for those league matches. I don't know what the 3rd match is, but he played 2 matches for them that I noticed, and they lost both matches 3-0. And they had they didn't have a lot of shots on goal or anything. He was just terrible in them. So that's 6 goals in 2 matches. Right. I think someone's coming. Bye for now.